Voters in Puri are now all set to cast their vote in the Lok Sabha elections on April 23rd. All parties are now leaving no stone unturned to make sure that they are highlighted in this particular race. Right now, we are with the incumbent MP of Puri, Mr. Pinaki Mishra, to talk about his vision and what kind of promises he is going to make to the voters of Puri. So, Mr. Mishra, thank you for talking to our Suppose Live. So, first question that we would like to ask you is, you have been an MP of Puri for 3 times. What do you think the best things you have done for the people of Puri constituency?
Look, you just travel to Puri. The access to Puri has become incredibly good now, as you've seen, which is why Puri now is a 365 days in a year tourist destination. Earlier, Puri used to be a very short duration destination, only in the peak months of winter. Now, 365 days a year, Puri hotels are chock-a-block, 100% occupancy, because there is fantastic road connectivity, which was one of the things that I got done, an outright grant by the central government, which has never been done. This was done during the time when Mr. Kamal Nath was transport minister. Thereafter, even with Mr. Gadkari, I followed up and ensured that this thing has reached Puri. At least it's still a little bit of it is left incomplete, has to be completed, which I'm sure the next government will do it. Rail connectivity, I got the double line done so that there's massive rail connectivity now. There's been an upgradation of the railway station and facilities here. Puri got Hriday because I was standing committee chairman of the Urban Affairs Ministry. So I got the Urban Affairs Ministry to select Puri as one of the 12 destinations for Hriday, where almost 12 crores has been spent on renovation, upgradation, beautification of many of the ancient heritage buildings of Puri. Puri is also a part of Amrit. So, as far as the other side is concerned, we ensured that the Balangir-Khordha railway line, got underway. It was a long pending demand, and now, in fact, up to my constituency, Nayagarh, from Bhubaneswar to Nayagarh, there is a rail connectivity, and very soon it will go all the way to Balangir. Again, that was done at my initiative. I worked tirelessly for it. So, a lot of work has been done.
You talk about improving the connectivity, rail connectivity, road connectivity, and urban development. But what do you think? What are the areas that are still untouched where you need to work more if you're selected again?
Look, these are areas where the state government, I think, has to work, where the MP really has very little role. In terms of, Biju Pakka Ghar, in terms of complete everybody being covered by old age pensions. Naveen Babu has so many programs. Everybody should be covered by Kalia scheme and be paid under Kalia scheme. There are dozens and dozens of state government schemes which need to be ensured that they reach the last mile connectivity. That's something that I would like to help the MLAs do.
So, as an MP, you said you have a limited jurisdiction that you can raise the issues from the state in the parliament. So, do you think what kind of issues that you have raised for the Puri constituency that help the constituency to develop?
All these issues were raised. These issues of road connectivity, rail connectivity, the pollution at Puri beach, the relaxation of CRZ norms. All these have been raised in parliament.
So, why you think people should vote for BJD in this election in Puri constituency?
Look,
or specifically for you?
Puri is an impenetrable fortress of the BJD. We have 6 out of 7 MLAs who are from the BJD. Now this time we are hoping to give all 7 out of 7 MLAs to Naveen Babu. It's an impenetrable fortress, like I said. And
so, what made it a stronghold of the BJD?
We just have very strong cadres here. Extremely strong cadres, very, very capable leaders. That's the secret of every political party's success. And of course, Naveen Patnaik's track record of performance. That's number one.
The BJP has recently fielded Sambit Patra as national spokesperson, and Congress also fielded the state spokesperson Satya Prakash Narak. So, who is your main contender?
Look, as far as the BJP is concerned, they had promised Narendra Modi. They delivered Sambit Patra. As the Twitter trolls say, this is so typical of BJP governance. You promise the moon and deliver dust. But I have nothing to say. He's fighting a battle as he wants to fight the battle. Some people will say as a bit of a joker, but that's really up to him.
Any threat from the new entrant?
None at all. None at all. And Satya Naik is not even in the picture. I don't think he'll get.
Then Congress
won't even get 40,000 votes.
Mr. Mishra, recently the Chief Minister has shunned many veteran MPs, but he retained you. So, what do you think are your best qualities that made the same to
Obviously,
retain you?
my acceptability in the constituency. It has to be because I must be popular in the constituency. Otherwise, Naveen Babu is ruthless about shutting out incumbent MPs and MLAs.
So, do you think the central government, especially the NDA government this time, has helped properly to give grants or financial assistance, any kind of assistance for Puri
I can
constituency?
say that with a straight no, no question at all. They have really neglected Orissa. The first promise that they made in their last manifesto was Orissa should get special category status. The BJP, if it comes to government, will fight determinedly to give special category status to Orissa and will keep fighting till Orissa gets it. They completely glossed over it, forgot about it as soon as they came to power and said, oh, the constitution doesn't permit it, this doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. Complete nonsense. Whole royalty division, they have ensured that Orissa doesn't get its due. They have not been revised. Other ore minerals royalty division, not done. Mahanadi, you've seen what they've done in Chhattisgarh. The Chhattisgarh's BJP government, helped by the central government, has gone and built these barrages by being paid by industrialists, which is why they got thrown out by farmers of the area because the farmers realized there was a fraud being played on them. The water was all being harvested for industry. So therefore, central Polavaram, they've declared it a national project and they're carrying on submerging our territories, our areas without compensation. So they have been very, very, very neglectful. They have said these ministers from Orissa have gone from ministry to ministry, blocking our grants, ensuring that any utilization certificates we sent are always termed inadequate. So therefore, our monies go back unspent. It's a very shoddy state of affairs.
Mr. Mishra, you talked about the positive things that you have done, but there's a lot of other issues need to be addressed, like the coastal area people are struggling for safe drinking water, and Swachh Bharat mission coverage is also low in some parts of the area.
I agree. Swachh Bharat mission, Orissa is picking up big time. Habits need to change. We are, I think, in the process of getting that done. As far as drinking water is concerned, yes, it's very expensive to provide drinking water to every home by taps, but we are doing it now. There are very mega drinking water projects which the Chief Minister has unveiled. This situation will completely change in the next 5 years.
Yesterday, Mr. Prime Minister was there. He said he will form a dedicated ministry for solving this kind of problem, and he said 8 mega water project was given to Odisha. So, how you see there was support from the central government?
That is our right. They have done us no favor. Forget what the central government promises, they never deliver on their promises. So I wouldn't count on the Prime Minister's promises too much.
So Puri is famous for the Puri Jagannath temple. So do you think during your regime you have helped to boost the pilgrim, boost the inflow of tourists into this place or improving the amenities?
But this place is already completely chock-a-block full with pilgrims. You don't need any encouragement for that.
But enough amenities were given?
Yeah. You've seen the hotels in Puri, they're beautiful hotels here. For pilgrims. The Jagannath temple itself is managed under a temple act. So again, the MP has no role there. It is all done under the constitution. There's a constitution bank judgment which has mandated that in the Supreme Court.
When it comes to MP led firms, how you decide where you want to invest the money? What are your priority criteria?
Look, our party decision is that out of the 5 crores, about 3.5 crores should be ideally routed through either MLAs or constituency leaders who are directly in touch with the people in the areas. I have done that almost strictly. The rest, when I travel in the constituency, there are demands which are raised, I meet them personally.
You're campaigning in your constituency. What kind of feedback you get from the people?
Oh, it's a rousing feedback. The BJD is sweeping back the power. Naveen Babu is heading back for a 5th term as Chief Minister. And Puri, we will get 7 out of 7 assembly and win the parliament seat as well. We'll probably get all 21 parliament seats this time and over 121 assembly.
Many partymen are it with the Chief Minister and the party leadership because they were denied ticket. So what do you think about that? Is justice have been done for those people who are very veteran and contributed to the party? Many joined the BJP later.
The party is the most important organization. It is because of the party that we are here. It is because of the cadres, the workers that we are where we are. So it's very sad when somebody who's been an 8-term MP suddenly, and who's well into his 80s, he suddenly decides to join the BJP. That's sad, but it's one of the facts of life. People are opportunistic.
Last one.
But Naveen Babu has selected candidates strictly on the basis of availability and on the basis of their image.
Last one or two questions. Many critics talk about you. They say that you are also a lawyer and you are also an MP. So can you do justice for being an MP because you devote a lot of time in your practicing law?
So do many others. Mr. Kapil Sibal, Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Mr. P. Chidambaram, BJP's Arun Jaitley, Ravi Shankar Prasad, BSP Satish Misra, Kalyan Bandyopadhyay from the TMC. You name it. I mean, all lawyers used to be politicians. Firstly, all over the world there are lawyers who are politicians. And all lawyers were part of the freedom movement who became politicians. These two are symbiotic. Of course, I can't practice law full time the way I would normally do it if I'm not an MP. I mean, I'm able to practice only at about maybe 25-30% of my capacity because I have to devote a lot of time to the constituency. I am normally in the constituency about 12 to 14 days in a month. But it's enough to keep my life going. It helps me avoid corruption completely because I have an independent source of income. I don't have to depend on politics for money. So my profession is law. My passion is politics. Therefore, I carry on both happily, and under the constitution, we are in fact permitted to do that.
So what kind of promises you are making to the voters in Puri now?
Just to keep my track record as good as ever, unbesmirched.
So what kind of promises you are making to them?
I don't make promises like that. Promises are not made randomly like that. Voters keep on raising demands. Those demands are met. My only promise is every demand of yours will be met.
So sticking to the manifesto only, no new promises.
Absolutely, the manifesto is all encompassing. It's totally comprehensive.
So out of 10, how much marks you would like to give to your according to your performance?
Well, I think you've seen the India Today survey. I think
you were talking about in this rally.
The India Today survey says I'm one of the 10 most outstanding opposition politicians. Therefore, I would say, because I was also chairman of the standing committee, which is a lot of work. I have authored 25 voluminous reports which I have personally authored. So you have no idea how much work you have to put in as a standing committee chairman because you're like a shadow minister there. So considering the fact, and this fact is not known to anybody, this is a fact which people don't know about. They only see you as an MP and they believe that you should be acting as an MP. But as a standing committee chairman, there is an onerous responsibility of drafting these huge reports, doing committee tours, doing expert witnesses, render their evidence. You have to collate that evidence. So considering all that, I think I would give myself as India Today has said, it's a B+, 7.5 as an MP, which is a very decent score. I don't think it's a poor score at all. And among the opposition MPs, they've said you are the 10 outstanding opposition MPs.
How you see the entry of Sambit Patra is making a lot of controversies in the state now?
He just makes a lot of noise. It's all noise and absolutely no substance.
You have fought many elections. Do you think this election is a little bit different or harder, tougher for you?
Not at all. All elections are tough. I approach every election with the deepest humility and sincerity, and I go into an election believing that an election is never won until the last vote is counted. You should be confident but never overconfident.
Thank you, Mr. Mishra, for talking to Odisha Post Live.
Cheers.